Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam. Welcome back, Power Rankings Week 7. Let's get right into it.
Disclaimer for this video, a lot of the lower tiered teams came out with big wins this week, so the bottom is going to be looking a lot different, just in case you were wondering. So let's get right into it. Number 32 New York Jets, previously 32nd. What else did you expect here is all I could say, and Adam Gase needs to be fired. Next one. Number 31 Jacksonville Jaguars, previously 30th. Well, they were on a bye week this week. We just kind of moved them down one because the next team had a half-decent game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next one. Number 30, New York Giants, previously 31st. Stuck with the previously number 3 ranked Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Almost came out with a dub. And we're pretty surprised about it. Oh, my goodness. I can speak. Pretty surprised if I were to say. 29, Dallas Cowboys, previously 29th. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. The whole division is really just a big hot mess. And, yeah, so I can't really expect anything. Yeah, we had some issues there. Anyway, number 29, Dallas Cowboys, previously 29th, as I was saying. Yeah, they only lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. The whole division is really just a big mess. I really can't see anything happening in the playoffs for this division. Number 28, Houston Texans, previously 25th. Houston was on a bye this week, and like most teams on a bye, they're just going to be moving down the rankings because of how much happened this week. Number 27, LA Chargers, previously 22nd. Big loss to the Denver Broncos. That was a big division game. If they really wanted like second place in that division, that was a big time game for them, but they ended up coming short, and the tweet from Anthony Lynn did not look very promising for this team. Number 28, Washington Football Team, previously 21st. Yes, we know. That's a big leap down, as well as it was a big leap up from last week. They were on a bye week this week, and as we were saying, they're just going to move down. Number 25, Detroit Lions, previously 23rd. Well, the offense looking pretty consistent with Matthew Stafford, like always. But the defense, obviously under Matt Patricia, not going to perform very well. And Matt Patricia should be gone. And, yeah, this just does... I don't know, man. Number 24, Carolina Panthers, previously 18th. A disgusting-looking home win to the Atlanta Falcons on Thursday Night Football. The offense really was shut down against one of the worst defenses in football, really. Like, the only good player on that defense is Grady Jarrett, but hot take. Number 23, Minnesota Vikings, previously 27th. Big time win against the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. Big underdogs, and look how they came out. I gotta say, Dalvin Cook is looking like a top running back in the league, once again, coming off of injury. 22, Denver Broncos, previously 26th. Denver had a win against New England. Then they got absolutely spanked by the Chiefs. And they come out and win one against the Chargers. Big win for the Denver Broncos. Drew Lock, I can't say he's the answer at quarterback yet. So, I'm not buying. I'm not sold with Drew Lock yet. Number 21, Atlanta Falcons, previously 28th. That was a big win against the Carolina Panthers, who they're really kind of battling with for the last spot in the NFC South, which people wrote off the Panthers a lot this year, but if you go back to our predicting the NFL records video, we did have the Falcons going 8-8, I think, and we had Carolina going 9-7. So really the second strongest division in football, but right now, obviously, Atlanta not able to hold on to all these leads that they've had so far. Well, their reign in the Their reign in the AFC East, it's done. Buffalo has taken that over. Let's go Bills. Yeah, so that was a big-time loss for this team that really just erased their confidence. They're at 2 wins. They've lost 4 straight, I believe, and, yeah, they're not looking like they're really top contenders anymore like they were in the first few weeks. Like, hanging in there with Russell Wilson, like, that's pretty big. Number 19, Chicago Bears, previously 14th. Overtime loss to the New Orleans Saints at home. That's big, man. Like, they hung in it there. It's really hard for a team that lost, like this week especially, to be staying where they were or even just going down a couple of spots. It's because of how well the mediocre to bad teams did this week. It really just kind of threw everything off. Like, you had teams like the Bengals winning. You had teams like, what are they called? You had the Eagles winning. That was big. You had the Browns losing. It's just, they had to go down 5 spots because they lost. Whereas, like, in the past weeks, you've had teams go up a spot or so if they lost. Like, it's really hard for us to keep the Bears into the top half right now. Number 18, Philadelphia Eagles, previously 21st. A win is a win, and they got it against the Dallas Cowboys, and they have taken control of the NFC East, which is funny to say how any team in football could take over the NFC East. Like, the Bengals could even have a shot at the NFC East if they were in the NFC East. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not that dumb. Anyway. Number 17, Cleveland Browns, previously 15th. They had a big home loss to the Las Vegas Raiders this week. Very windy. This field goal that I'm showing on the screen right now was actually funny. It made, wow. I just mean, gotta feel it for Carlson, man. Number 16, Cincinnati Bengals, previously 24th. That is a whopping 8 spots up the rankings for Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow. Anyway, they looked great on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans, who are arguably the second best team in the AFC. Bengals came in and they were just like, not today. Number 15, Arizona Cardinals, previously 10th. They were on bye this week. They, unfortunately, were the biggest victims of having to go down so far. They're down the farthest for a bye week team this week, and not much more we could say. Number 14, Miami Dolphins, previously 17th. What a win, and what a team. I mean, as much as I love the Bills. Yeah, this is something from the Bills, too, if you're wondering, and I've got some other stuff over there. Anyway, Dolphins had a great game and really beat out the LA Rams pretty badly. And Tua, you can't say had a great day. Yeah, for an NFL debut, you probably want to be better than that. If Tua has a average day, they win that game by 20 to 30 points, honestly, because Tua threw for, 50 yards or something like that? He had, under 20% completion percentage. That's terrible. It's mostly because of those 3 touchdowns on non-offense, and that really was the big kicker for the Rams, and that's why they lost that game. Anyway, Dolphins are looking like a great team. Number 13, LA Rams, previously 11th. Obviously, we just talked a lot about the Rams, how they lost to the Dolphins, and I think Goff looks a lot better this year, and I've kind of been saying this the whole year, but Goff looks pretty good this year. I think that offense is clicking, the defense much better than we expect. And if you ever watch TPS, it's kind of funny because they were talking about how if there were an award given to a coordinator, then the defensive coordinator of the LA Rams would get it. So yeah, that was pretty big. Excuse me, I got San Francisco 49ers, previously 12th. Yeah, that was a pretty big loss to the Seattle Seahawks, and they're looking like they're going to run away with the division. Surprisingly, it's the toughest division in football, and losing Jimmy G and George Kittle for 6 weeks, reportedly. I mean, talk about injuries hitting this team. That was the vibration of that phone. Number 11, Tennessee Titans, previously 7th. That was an ugly loss to the Cincinnati Bengals this week. And Cincinnati did a very good job of containing this team for most of that game. Seriously? Number 10, Green Bay Packers. That was a big loss to the Minnesota Vikings. And they are going down 6 spots, as I forgot to say. Previously 4th. Wow. Number 9, Las Vegas Raiders, previously 16th. And that was a big win against the Cleveland Browns, a playoff-looking team. Obviously, Browns have no OBJ, which is a big hit for them. But Still, a win is a win in the windy weather, and Carlson's field goal I'm playing again. Anyway, number 8, Baltimore Ravens, previously 6th. That was a big key loss in that division for them. It's looking like Pittsburgh probably has the division, and I'm just saying this because that was a big game yesterday that they could have won, and they didn't. Lamar choked, and that pick 6 really cost them there early on in the game. I think that they win the game if they don't throw that pick 6, man. Number 7, Indianapolis Colts, previously 13th. Wow, this team is very good, and this guy can do a backflip. And, yeah, so this team's going to go very far. I'd say probably a win in the playoffs. Frank Reich is coaching this team right, so I would expect this team to go to the playoffs. Number 6, Buffalo Bills, previously 8th. They are the new commanders of the AFC East. Woo! I mean, this team is now the team to beat in the AFC East. David, what do you say? Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. Subscribe to ChallengersEnt.
Whatever. Anyway, number 5, New Orleans Saints, previously 9th. That was a big win against the Chicago Bears in overtime yesterday. That's going to get you 4 wins, 4 spots up the power rankings against a half-decent team, which now is ranked number 19. All my math, it doesn't make any sense. And, yeah, so Saints are number 5 team because they are looking very good. Kamara, Breeze, they have no Michael Thomas. They're still thriving out there. Number 4, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, previously 3rd. They might have won, but we had to put them down a spot because they only almost beat the New York Giants. And, yeah, not a very great win for this team. Number 3, Seattle Seahawks, previously 4th. And, yeah, so this team is apparently really good. Not apparently, we all knew that they were very good. But, yeah, they're really good. And they got to play my Buffalo Bills coming up this week. And it's going to be a shootout for the ages. Tune in to Fox at 1 Eastern Time, 10 Pacific Time this Sunday. And you will be pleasantly surprised. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs, previously 2nd. They absolutely smoked the Jets this week and held them out to dry. Ooh. And, yeah, 35-9. Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, they're clicking. And Le'Veon Bell, nice fit for this offense. And number 1, Pittsburgh Steelers, previously 1st. Now, one thing I can say about this team is that, well, they're good. We all know this. But defense, top-notch. Offense is up there, too. And they are just controlling games all 60 minutes, really, except for yesterday's game. And it really is a big shock. And, yeah, they're number 1 team. Ben Roethlisberger's looking like an MVP. Hot take. I will see you guys next time. Subscribe and watch the last video.